6th, the official ground transportation provider for the 2024 CFU Boys Under 14 Challenge Series coordinators hosted in Trinidad and Tobago. And a special thanks to our partners, the Ministry of Sport and Community Development, Sport TT, I Choose Sport, Powerade, Subway, and Stream Blue. Scan the QR code now to win special merchandise packages. Prizes include a Sport TT notepad, a cap, a keychain, or a drawstring Visit Trinidad bag, a water bottle, and a microfiber towel, or a I Choose Sport t-shirt, pencil case, and a phone popper. Scan the QR code now to win special merchandise packages.
I know it's dangerous, but you're the only one who can unite the people. You ready, Bob?
No guns can stop this message. I want the world to change. And that time is now.
This is our message to you.
Subway Series presents the Italianos. 3 new subs made with an Italian flair. Say ciao to the zesty hotshot Italiano, the tastier than ever ultimate BMT, or go all in with the boss. Each served with a free 16-ounce drink. Elevate your game at Subway.
With Flow Business's new smart solutions, powered by super fast, reliable broadband, you'll feel like there are more versions of you working for you. From website design, development, and digital marketing to promote your business, 24/7 business class support to cloud solutions, security, and more. Multiply your growth today.
It doesn't matter if you speak English, or if your native tongue is French, Spanish, or Dutch. It doesn't matter if you are male or female, young or young at heart. We in the Caribbean Football Union speak the same language. Football.
Football.
Football. Football.
Football.
And we speak with one voice.
Well, welcome to the Otto Boldon Stadium, the site of the action of the CFU Under 14 Challenge Series. Well, one of the sites of the action here in Couva, Trinidad and Tobago. And we get ready for another match in Group C of Tier 2. It's the final match of the group stage for the Tier 2 teams in this tournament, and it's between Sint Maarten and Bonaire. Of course, both of these teams unable to qualify for the semi-finals, with Bonaire sitting 4th in the Group C standings and Sint Maarten sitting 5th. So really is a match for bragging rights, but nevertheless, it should be an exciting one, as most of the matches in this tournament have been already. So it's Liu Chin here in commentary alongside Joshua Fletcher. Joshua, as I mentioned, both teams not able to qualify for the semi-finals, but we could still expect to see some sort of excitement here this afternoon.
Yeah, both teams still have something to fight for in terms of pride and bragging rights. I guess both of them would like to come away with the win here, just to go with something underneath their belt. But it will be an exciting one. Lovely footballing conditions, even though the rain has just stopped falling. So you're in for a nice one.
Absolutely. Of course, we are aiming at a 4 p.m. kickoff here in this one. And I'll just give you an update on the table in Group C table, rather, in Tier 2. So Bermuda, of course, on top with 12 points. They have been perfect in this group thus far, winning all their games. Grenada and St. Lucia just played in the 2 p.m. kickoff, and they drew 2-2. That one was an exciting one, which means that Grenada sits second on 5 points, St. Lucia on 4, and then in 4th place we have Bonaire with 3 points, and Sint Maarten with that 1 point. Of course, getting that draw, which gave them their 1 point, but they do have a negative 13 goal difference as well. Bonaire with a negative 7. So their race has been run in this tournament so far, but they still have one more chance to showcase some of the talent that they have brought across here for the CFU Under 14 Challenge Series. Now the players are just about getting ready to walk out of the tunnel. Joshua, you did mention there's some rain as well. Do you think that will impact the players today?
Might be a little bit, the pitch is a bit wet from the rain before. Might be a bit slippery. But I still believe it'll be a great game. A lot of quality in both these two sides. And again, they're fighting for bragging rights. Nothing better than that.
You're absolutely right there. Nothing better than some good old bragging rights. But there are the players coming out. It is Sint Maarten in their white tops with blue pants. And, of course, Bonaire in their blue with red trim and yellow ring on top of the socks. But let's get ready for both of the national anthems of Sint Maarten and Bonaire.
For the national anthems of Sint Maarten and to be followed by Bonaire.
The anthems of both Sint Maarten and Bonaire have rung around the Atto Boldon Stadium, and these 22 boys are ready for action here in the CFU Under 14 Boys Challenge Series. So, as the players get ready for battle by taking their pictures, let's take a look at how they'll both be lining up coming into this one here. Let's see the tactics and the players that both coaches Jason Lindo and Jermaine Vinster have decided to go with. Let's start with Sint Maarten. Jason Lindo, head coach. Aidan James in post. Russo, captain. And then, of course, Marianne Fontanelle, Marlin, Soliana, Hughes, Pringle, Ramazan, Nelson, Magloire, and Mills make up that starting 11 for Sint Maarten. Interesting to see how they fare in this one. And of course, over on the side of Bonaire as they get into their huddle, it is goalkeeper Saragossa, captain Bernabella, Vout, Vlight, Luisa, Garcia Enriquez, Simon, who scored a beautiful volley on the opening day of play, Telft, Winkler, St. Jago, and Chatlin make up the starting 11 for Bonaire. So captains are doing the toss, and of course we are led by the officials today. Referee Jonathan Hughes is the head referee. Of course, first assistant is Lelia John, and second assistant referee Howard Keel, and fourth official Abati Yelji. So those are our four officials who will be in charge of proceedings today to ensure that everything goes smoothly both on and off the pitch of play. Joshua, you've seen the starting 11. I'm not gonna ask you your prediction, but just how do you think this one is gonna play out?
I think this will be a great game. Both teams have a lot of quality. This Bonaire side is one to look out for. A lot of quality, especially with their striking force. It will be a beautiful game to look forward to. As I said, both teams have something to fight for in terms of pride. Each one of them want to go home with this victory.
Absolutely. Well, as you said, and as we've been saying in the build-up, no team from this match can qualify for the semi-finals. So if you were the coach of either team, what would be your message to your players?
You know, it's the last game of the tournament for both teams. Just go out there, enjoy the football, have fun. You know, try to work on things that they didn't really work on earlier in the tournament. Try to get that chemistry going, even though it might be a bit late, but still, just work on a bit of cons and just enjoy the football.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, aiming for that 4 p.m. kickoff, and it's just about 3:59 here in Trinidad and Tobago. So the referee is just making sure everything is in order before he goes about blowing that opening whistle. And of course, he does have to wait on the word of the match officials and fourth official as well. But this does prove to be an exciting one. The clock has struck 4 p.m. and referee blows his whistle, so we are off here in the Atto Boldon Stadium for our second match of the afternoon between Sint Maarten and Bonaire. Earlier on, Joshua, we saw a very exciting one in this very group between St. Lucia and Grenada. Beautiful goals. Surely we have to see some good goals in this one as well.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. Really quality-based goals in the first game. Hopefully you can see some goals here as well. Some great quality goals here as well.
Yeah, and I think there's equality on the pitch for it. And that's a foul there. First of the match, 13 on 13.
Yeah, we see the challenge.
Yeah.
Not a bad one like that.
Well, it was a foul. Winkler there. Maybe he's jealous that somebody else has his number.
I wouldn't doubt it at all, Lily.
Here they are, Sint Maarten haven't had the best tournament, has to be said. Did lose 10-1 to the group leaders, Bermuda. earlier on, so they have been on the receiving end of some batterings. But as we've been saying throughout the tournament, it is a young group of players. It's a developmental tournament, and coaches will just be seeing where these teams can improve. Surely it's not all about winning.
Yeah, that's why I think this match is also important, just to work on some things that they didn't get initially in the first few stages of the tournament, as well as just to enjoy it.
Yep, and that's important, especially at this young age. But here's goal kick here for Bonaire, which they give straight into Sint Maarten territory, but it's good recovery there by Bonaire. Here's Captain Bernabella, who can't get it clear, and they're struggling a bit here in the defense, Bonaire, but eventually able to somewhat get it away. Hit back upfield by Marianne, and it is a throw-in for Bonaire. So a bit of a messy start to the game. No big chances created as yet.
Yeah, I think both teams are just trying to settle down a bit, get a bit acclimatized to the football game.
Well, Bermuda sit at the top of Group C on 12 points in Tier 2. They've won all their games, but have a look at this. This is excellent play. Could be a big opportunity. What a big tackle that was from Fontenelle. Last-stitch defending.
Yeah, Fontenelle really had to be sure of the challenge there. Came in wonderful, got the ball. Great challenge there from Fontenelle.
Brilliant. And tell you what as well, Joshua, he's won his team a goal kick. So that makes it even better. But yeah, Bermuda on top of this group, flying high, by far have been the best team in the group. And the reason that I mention them, not just because it's relevant to the teams playing here, but we said it's been a shaky start early on with teams. That's a foul there from Simon. But yeah, we said it's been a shaky start early on from teams. Well, Bermuda started well in all the games, scoring in almost the first 10 minutes. They've been scoring braces and whatnot. But it is a free kick in a dangerous area for Bonaire. It's going to be Simon standing over it. And as you've seen, he has the ability to bang them.
Yeah, wonderful player. As you see there, a nice little drop of the shoulder to create space before the challenge took place.
The referee just making sure the wall is the correct distance away from the ball. And it's going to be Simon to take this one for Bonaire. And he strikes it. And it was way high over the bar. But first chance, first real big chance goes to Bonaire.
Yeah, not a bad attempt at all. I guess he was hoping that the ball would have dipped a bit. But not a bad attempt at all from Simon.
Yeah, it's a difficult technique though to get the ball up and down so quickly. Seeing the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, who just have that ability to tip the ball at the right time and score free kicks. But here's Bonaire again. Simon bursts through. And again, it's good defending by Sint Maarten. This time it's Marianne just using his body well.
Have to agree with you there. Brilliant defending. Just using his body to screen off the ball.
Here's Bernabella into Simon. He's had a lot of action in the past few minutes. And this could break here for Bonaire. Strike comes in. What a finish, but he's offside. Flag is up. It was St. Jago. Brawl just broke for him, and what a finish. Actually, I think he knew he might have been offside. But what a finish that was.
Yeah, lovely technique. Keeper couldn't have reached it at all. Great shot. Just needed to hold his run a bit.
Well, early on, we could see already Bonaire seemed to be the more likely team.
Right now, the Sint Maarten midfield really need to wake up. Their defense is soaking in a lot of pressure. They need to give them some assistance with relief there.
Well, here they are, Sint Maarten trying to fashion an attack of their own. Can't. And cleared away by Bonaire. It was Louisa back there with a big clearance. There they go. Sint Maarten haven't been able to get a victory in this tournament. They would love to go home with one, wouldn't they? And how about that for beautiful skill and a lovely ball as well, but offside. I don't think he was getting there anyway. In the end there was Pringle. And it was initially excellent play from Nelson. Free kick here for Bonaire. It's going to be taken by Louisa. Launches that one forward. It's a good header by Marianne. Sint Maarten trying to breach that Bonaire defense. Bit messy at the edge of the penalty area, but they work it out somehow. And there's space on top of the box. But eventually it's cleared. Actually, it's not. Possession still with Sint Maarten. Good spell of possession here from them. And as I say that, they give it away. Here's Simon. He's a strong and pacey lad, and that's an example of it. Still going here, Simon. And he still has it. And he takes the strike as well. Oh, and well, an unorthodox save there from Aidan James, but it did the job in the end.
Yeah, the keeper almost spilled it. He had to be really careful there. There we see Simon coming, beat one. As he cut in on his right. Beat the next one. Ooh, lovely low shot. Keeper almost spilled it there.
Yep, that's the danger of Simon. Has that ability, and here he is again. This time, can't get it under his spell. And Bonaire still pressing on. Another big chance. Simon is waiting in the middle. Cross comes in. Oh, and that's excellent defending. Last stitch defending once again from Fontenelle. And now it's Sint Maarten's turn. Marlin wasted the opportunity there, really. End-to-end action, Joshua.
Yeah. Really a ping-pong match, wouldn't you say?
Well said. Here's Bernabella. Very good skill from him as well, the captain, but that's not good skill. Well, the commentator's curse seems to be prevalent today. Here they go again, Sint Maarten, but Vout defends well. He's a player that I've been very impressed with this tournament. Jermaine Vout out on the left back for Bonaire. Very small in size, but has a lot of packs a punch, as they say. So it is a throw in here for Sint Maarten, 10th minute of action. And it's been exciting despite it only being 0-0. Cleared away. Strike comes in there from Ramazan, but that was never troubling Saragossa. Based on what's happened so far, Joshua, who do you think has been the better team? I think that's an easy answer, but
yeah, I think Bonaire has been the better team. They created more chances. Simeon has actually been quite unstoppable thus far, as well as can't count out Sint Maarten. Just need to be a bit more clinical in front of the post. But you know, it's still early doors. Game now started.
Yep. Good pace. Excellent skill there from Telft. And he has Simon in the middle. But will he go by himself? He has a lot of space. Telft! What a save there. But it falls back for Simon again. And he can't convert. And Sint Maarten gets away with yet another one.
Yeah, that's a brilliant save there from James. Loved how he opened up his body, you know, limiting the space for the shot there. Excellent goalkeeping.
But Bonaire still knocking at the door, and that's a foul there by Marian on Telft.
There we see Telft coming on the wing, cutting inside. Brilliant save from James. I love the alertness of how he came out and opened up his body. Great goalkeeping.
Yep, really good goalkeeping there, and that's another thing we've seen a lot of in this tournament. Some brilliant saves. Very good saves. And of course, he's not even their first choice keeper. Sudesh Singh is on the bench. But Bernabella swings in the free kick, and that one is straight into the arms of Aidan James, and he releases his team here. That one is played forward into space, but surely too much on it for Marlin. and the keeper allows it to roll out for a goal kick. Well, speak about goalkeepers and mentioning some of the top players in this tournament, Joshua, the likes of Jamarco Johnson, and as we just saw earlier on, Martelli as well. How impressed have you been with the likes of Martelli and Johnson, and even the players out of Bermuda like Wolf?
I think this tournament really allowed some light to shine on this talents we have in the region here. There's a lot of talent, a lot of quality, and it's really great to see that these young lads at such a young age have that talent, have that knowledge of the game so far, and it just shows that they really have far to go.
Absolutely. It really makes you wonder though. Sometimes it's so disappointing that we see talent at the young age, and then a lot of these players seem to fizzle out when they get to those senior levels. It really is a shame sometimes, because you're forced to wonder if they were to develop their game, how good they could have really been.
Yeah, it's somewhat disappointing at times. Sometimes wasted potential.
Yeah. But here they go, Sint Maarten, looking for their turn to put some pressure on this Bonaire defense. Oh, did well there. Strike comes in. Could be problems as well. Keeper was watchful, and I think he got a touch on it. It's a corner kick.
There you see the strike from Russo. Not a bad attempt at all.
Yeah, not bad. So Sint Maarten, all of a sudden in the ascendancy. Let's see if they could capitalize on this corner opportunity. Remember, yet to get a victory in this tournament. Bonaire did get the better of St. Lucia on the first day of play, a 2-1 victory. Haven't won since then. Ball swung in. Decent delivery as well. And it was Fontenelle who got the telling header, but it was just wide.
Not a bad delivery. Fontenelle just rises. Wow. I know he's a bit upset with himself there. Should have put it away.
Yeah, I think he should have done better. Didn't get the connection he might have wanted. But nevertheless, much better from Sint Maarten. But here we go again. It's Vout. Yep. Beautiful ball. And loads of space here for Simon, and that's not what you want. Great ball inside. But he's offside, and I think he knew it there. It was St. Jago who was in the space. But that's a worry there for Sint Maarten, because a couple times now we've seen Simon have a lot of space out on this left-hand side.
Yeah, I think the Sint Maarten defense really needs to do a better job limiting the space they're allowing him to have. He's very creative, and he will pick out a player.
Yep. Apart from being creative, he's powerful and pacey as well, and he could probably punish you on his own means. But there's a throw in here for Sint Maarten. They've survived the Simon attack so far. That one is kicked straight out of play. Very strangely there by Louisa. Normally he's a lot more composed than that. I just got that one wrong. Happens to the best of us. And tell that coach Jason Lendo of Sint Maarten has definitely motivated his troops today. I mean, as we said, nothing really to play for other than the bragging rights, but like professional athletes do, you always give your 100%.
I think he really wants a win to go home with. And I think that's what he just, putting into his players' head. Let's get the win today, enjoy the football, and have fun.
Yep. Russo with another strike this time. It's not as good as the last one. And problems. Keeper's off his line. Tried to screen it out, but it actually did go out. But that was dangerous there from Saragossa. He got away with one there. And it's a goal kick for Bonaire. Yeah, thing about it is as well, Joshua, is the reason that you kind of have to perform at all times as an athlete, especially at a young age like this, you never know who's watching.
Correct.
You know, sometimes just might be the right eyes see you, and then boom, you're in a Barcelona academy. Who knows?
Yeah, there's always scouts, prowling, looking for new talent. As well as, you have to have that kind of mentality where you always want to better yourself. So always play with the best of your ability.
Absolutely. Well, here's Telft trying to get a cross in, but it's good defending from Sint Maarten once again. Bernabella, lovely touch, has options inside as well, but again, it's cleared away by Fontenelle. Simon retrieves it though and turns nicely, has a pop, Fontenelle blocks. And possession yet again with Simon, he's just not going away. And he's fouled as well, so excellent work there from the number 10.
Yeah, we see Simon again. It's a harsh foul there. Bit unnecessary, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, he wasn't really going anywhere, was he? But nevertheless, a free kick here for Bonaire. And it's going to be Bernabella to take it. But before that, it is a injury here, looks like, for Fontenelle. Physios are coming on to check him out.
I really hope it's nothing too serious, as he is a pillar in that back line.
Yep, pillar indeed. The pillar. Well said. So they'll be hoping that he could surely continue here, because he's been making most of the defensive interventions in this half. So, well, they're gonna have to do without him for this free kick here, because he's come off for treatment. So let's see if Bonaire can capitalize on the one-man advantage. Bernabella standing over it for his country. Bernabella strikes it, goes for it, and that was well wide. And a goal kick here for Sint Maarten.
A bit of a poor attempt, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Could have done better there.
Yeah, surely could have done better. He's usually more quality in those areas, but it was pretty far out, to be fair to him. Nevertheless, goal kick here. Aidan James. Not the usual starting keeper for Sint Maarten. Joshua, off air, we were speaking of the heroics of Sudesh Singh. How good of a goalkeeper is he?
Sudesh Singh is really good. A lot of ball knowledge, a lot of confidence. I think he is the overall captain of the Sint Maarten team as well.
Oof. Well, Simon with a rifle there, but it missed its target.
There we see Simon just charging up. Ooh, that ball just sailed over the bar.
He is a very solid individual, strong, and you saw there him generating a lot of power for that strike. And it's amazing to think that these guys are under 14 and probably shooting better than you and I.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that at all.
It is Fontenelle is back on the pitch, so it doesn't seem to be anything too serious. That one is cleared out. You see him there, the number 2 for Bonaire, Jermaine Vout. I know I mentioned him earlier, but take a close look at him. He really is a fighter, and he's technically gifted as well.
I wouldn't doubt it at all, Lee. You have been watching him so far. And really having a good first few minutes in this half. Very strong on the ball. Good decision making.
Yeah. That's a goal kick there for Bonaire. Keeper Saragossa. I must mention to you also, Joshua, that, well, as you know, and our viewers may know as well, we are in Trinidad and Tobago, and Bonaire actually have a player named Jemuel Trinidad, so we'll be hoping to see him come on the pitch as well. And well, I guess you could say he's playing in the homeland to some extent.
Yeah.
Always is so nice to see the kinds of narratives that this sport of football is able to produce. Imagine if Jemuel Trinidad comes on and scores the winning goal here for Sint Maarten. What a story that would be.
Maybe it might reach headlines, wouldn't you say?
Surely. Well, that's a foul there. So Free kick for Bonaire. Have been the better team so far in this half. Have had the better chances, but nothing to show for it. It's still 0-0 here in the 22nd minute. And that's good play. Excellent skill from Winkler. And here's Bunabella, has a strike as well. Oof, yeah, sailing wide. I thought as much, but good work again from Bonaire. And again, Joshua, the confidence of these young players to try and score goals from so far out.
Yeah, they're really confident players. I think, again, it's the last game of the tournament for them. You know, why not try certain shots? You know, try your hand, try to score a screamer, go for the glory.
Yeah, definitely one for the highlight reel, one to post on their IG story. But here is Sint Maarten. That one trying to slip it through. Oh, Vault misses it. And, well, tackle comes in from Vlight. And it should be the first yellow card of the afternoon, and is.
Yeah, that's a bit of an unnecessary challenge. Very harsh. Bit late, I would say.
Yeah. And I think it was Nelson who was on the receiving end of it, and he's being approached here by the physio. That was a very strong tackle from Vlight. But it will be a free kick in a dangerous position for Sint Maarten when play resumes. Of course, we're accustomed having that cooling break during the halves, but again, as we mentioned in the last game, due to the conditions and the rain.
Yellow card issued in the game. Yellow card goes to Bonaire.
They haven't had a cooling break.
Yeah, the temperature has gone down a bit. Cooling break is not really as necessary as before when the sun was rather hot.
Yeah.
But it's still important to keep their players very hydrated.
Absolutely. So, seems as if player is okay. Demario Nelson. And it will be a free kick for Bonaire. Referee just asking for a ball. Asking the question of everybody, really. But Vout has to go and retrieve one for them. Told you he was a good player. Yeah, bit of a delay here. Just allowing Bonaire to organize defensively. But finally we are in order for this free kick to be taken. It's Russo and Nelson standing over it. Let's see who will be on duty to swing this one in for Sint Maarten. So it is Russo with that left foot of his. Decent ball as well. Bunabella cleared it, and it's a corner for Sint Maarten.
To be honest, that wasn't a bad delivery at all. Lovely attempt from Russo.
Yeah, it had good shape on it. And it's a corner kick for Sint Maarten. Looking good. They've grown into it, Sint Maarten. Nelson with the corner. Whips it in. Again. Oh, this time it evades everybody, but eventually Louisa got it clear. And further cleared upfield, and a throw in for Sint Maarten. So Joshua, now momentum seems to have shifted the way of Sint Maarten.
Yeah, I think they have settled in this game pretty well. Having the ability to string a few passes together. Getting their attacking players into the game more often. They just need to be a bit more clinical in front of the goal. Take their time and get the shot going.
Well, here's Bonaire trying to respond. Simon is battling for that ball and uses his pace and wins it. Excellent work there from Simon, and he's driving into the box. Gets it across as well. And he just didn't get the contact on it there, did St. Django.
This Simon here, he's a very powerful one. As you see him just put the ball across there. Ooh. St. Django just unable to get the ball under control to get to the end of it.
Yeah, brilliant pace, and that's about the third or fourth time we've seen Simon just ripping down that left-hand side and causing problems for Sint Maarten. But it stays at 0-0. And about 9 minutes remaining in the first half. Both teams have had their chances. Fontenelle launches that one up, beats everybody. Louisa should clear, and well, surely had to have a bit more composure in that situation.
Have to agree with you there, Liu. Should have done a better job there, controlling it.
Does concede a throw for Sint Maarten. 9 mils to take it for his country. Bernabella heads it back out. The captain of Bonaire. Very creative and industrious player at the same time. This time it's flicked on, but that one should go out of play for a goal kick. Based on your analysis though, Joshua, of what you've seen so far, what do you think will be the difference between these two teams today?
The difference is basically getting a goal. Who wants it more? I think both teams need to be a bit more clinical in front of the post. As you can now see, with Bonaire, they had a chance there, but they just couldn't get at the end of it. But not a bad attempt from both teams. I guess as they settle along more into the game or coming into the second half, they can get those goals going.
Yep. Goals do win games. And neither team yet able to find the ball in the back of the net. But that's a good ball forward from Vout into St. Jago. He's battling, but jersey's pulled back. And will that be a booking? Referee's running across. Yeah, just got hold of St. Jago there.
Yeah, that was an unnecessary challenge there. He did need to hold him back. Now he's down in the book.
Yep, so it's 9 mils who has been booked, the number 19 for Sint Maarten. Another free kick here for Bonaire. Bernabella standing over it. Can they capitalize on this opportunity?
And the card goes to player number 19 of Sint Maarten. Player number 19.
Referee just making sure again. Bernabella whips it in. That's goal bound. Good goalkeeping, Aidan James.
Yeah, safe, really safe hands from Aidan James there. Was a comfortable save as well.
Yeah, relatively comfortable. No pressure really put on him. He kicks it up nicely as well. Try to turn inside there, the Chatelaine. Still has the ball though. Does get through, but eventually Sint Maarten regain possession. Here's Russo. Looks up. Pass was just short, allowing Bonaire to recover. Bernabella, some no-nonsense defending and just putting the ball out of play. These days, Joshua, just backpedaling a bit to that instance where Louisa put the ball out of play. Because of the evolution of football, a lot of times now, no-nonsense defending is kind of frowned upon as opposed to defenders who could keep the ball on the ground and be composed and play. But me personally, I don't mind a bit of no-nonsense defending. I think your job is just to keep the ball away from your goal.
Yeah, you know, as a defender, it's important just to limit that attacking force, and that traditional no-nonsense defending is still needed in this time.
Yep. Well, there was an attempt at some no-nonsense defending there from Louisa himself, but it proved to be a high boot.
Yeah, I just believe Nelson sent out the ball there. But it's still a Sint Maarten show.
I think it might be a free kick.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, referee thought that Louisa's boot was a bit high. And yet another opportunity for Sint Maarten in a dangerous area.
The Mario Nelson over the ball.
The man himself. Referee is just once again briefing the players in the wall. Good referee in there. From Jonathan Hughes. Nelson whips it in. Decent delivery as well. Bernabella is back once again doing the defending. And Bonaire could counter here. Russo intercepts, no strikes it. What a save! Onto the crossbar by Zaragoza.
Really good strike from Russo there. But even better save from Zaragoza. Great hands. Had to be a bit alert there.
Most definitely. And it is a corner now for St. Maarten. And well, Joshua, we said their bragging rights to play for St. Maarten, definitely taking that challenge. It's a corner here, Russo standing over it. Whips it in, it has good shape once again. Bernabella there once again doing the defensive work, but it's another corner for St. Maarten.
Russo once more over the ball. Just waiting to get the ball settled at the corner.
Does have a good right foot. Here he goes again. It's another decent delivery. Ooh, and it was heads rising up. I think it was Suliana, the number 7, who just missed it. But Bonaire seemed to be under pressure here, Joshua.
Yeah, the last 5 minutes, St. Maarten really turned up the heat on them. Really attacking, really making that Bonaire backline a bit uncomfortable.
Exciting first half, must be said, even though it's 0-0. Has been action in the mix.
Yeah, you can't really put the one team over the other. Both teams had really good chances here in the first half.
Yes, St. Maarten, they seem to be the ones who are on the front foot right now, but that can change in the blink of an eye, especially with this man, Simon. Drills that one across. I think he might be offside though, Telft. Flag stays down. Telft has a chance. What a finish there from Telft. Beautiful goal from Bonaire, and they take the 1-0 lead in the first half.
Really good goal. Very calm and composed. He was very patient and just slotted it back into the back post there. There we see him just creeping up, and just easy and calm and composed goal. Great finish.
Well, didn't score the goal, but did assist it, Simon. We knew that if they were to score, he would have been involved somehow, and he played a lovely ball across into Telft, who took that like a superstar.
You spoke about giving Simon too much space on the ball and his creativity. There's a prime example of it.
Yeah. So 1-0, Bonaire have taken the lead minutes before half-time. And St. Maarten will feel hard done by because they have been the ones knocking on the door most recently. But that's the quality of players like Simon. They could just do that to you, as we say, in the blink of an eye. Just when you think you have it, they take it away from you.
It's a bit of a sad situation to see that that James, the goalkeeper for St. Maarten, conceded there as he was having a great first half.
Yeah. But here's the Mario Nelson, lovely ball, back post. It was Magloire who was there, but he's still battling, and some tough defending by Bonaire, but possession right back with St. Maarten. Here's Magloire once again, and he can't control it, and it goes out for a Bonaire throw. Frustration for St. Maarten. Looked like a handball, but referee said nothing. Here's Telf, the goal scorer. A foul there, so it will be a free kick to Bonaire as 2 minutes have been added on of
additional time
at the end of the first half, rather.
2 minutes of additional time.
Here's Simon looking for another nice ball through, and he finds his captain Bernabella. Can he finish? Cuts on nicely. Bernabella! Saved well by James.
Wasn't a hard one for James. Easy save.
Here's Nelson now. Can St. Maarten find an equalizer before the half, and he's cleaned out by Vlight. And Vlight, I think, was booked early on, wasn't he? That's a risky tackle from Vlight. I think he was booked early on, so if this is a second yellow, well, I certainly thought he was booked early on, but I guess not, because then he would have been a walking man.
Goes to Bonaire,
Yeah, that was a bit unnecessary challenge, but it was a critical one to make, as Nelson was in his stride.
Yep, so the red card has come out, and Cleandro Vlight has been sent off here for Bonaire. That's their centre back, their number 3, one of the pillars, as you would say, Joshua, in that defense. Now has to watch the game from the sidelines.
Yeah, that's a bit of a blow for the Bonaire team. That to be a gap in the back line now. That's a bit unfortunate.
Well, it gets somewhat better for St. Maarten. Let's take a look again. Yeah, that's rash.
Yeah, that's a really late challenge. Really careless.
Yeah. So, St. Maarten will be licking their chops now, because although they trail, they do lead, or they are ahead, or they do have a man advantage, and you do think that they have the quality to exploit that. So Demario Nelson was receiving some treatment and he seems to be okay, so it's going to be Russo, who, by the way, Joshua Fletcher, seems to be ambidextrous, because he's now taking this free kick with his left foot.
Yeah, what a talented player. You know, that ability is quite rare.
Very rare. Well, they are setting up for it. It seems as if Russo is going to go directly to goal with this one. Russo strikes it with his left foot, places it nicely, and, well, Simon was back helping out his goalkeeper and concedes a corner later on in the first half.
Yeah, there we see Simon doing some defensive work there. Not bad at all.
Well, I think Joshua, he just wanted to show you that he's not just an attacker. Could also get back and throw in a header. Nelson swings it in here for St. Maarten, and again it beats everybody. And referee has blown the whistle for half time. So a very exciting first half here. It had it all in it. Bonaire taking the lead, but then not too long after, Flight being sent off. But nevertheless, they do lead 1-0 at halftime. Joshua, your thoughts?
Great game. Before the red card, Bonaire really took a blow there with the red card, but great goal, great assist from Simeon there. And I think we are in store for a great second half. Lovely football from both teams. As I said, both of them are fighting for pride and a bit of glory as well. But we're indeed in shaping up for a great second half. What about you, Leo?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's been really exciting as well. Both teams coming out for it. Both teams want to win. You correctly mentioned the bragging rights on the line, and just general performance to see how they could showcase their talent. I've really been impressed by Simon though for Bonaire. I think he's been the best player on the pitch. He's been very threatening to the St. Maarten defense, but we can't take away from Telf what he's been doing. Look at some of the efforts from Simon. Most of these highlights, I'm sure, will be him running down this left-hand side. That effort there from St. Django, but unfortunately was offside. And then Telft as well coming on the right-hand side was good. And good goalkeeping from James as well. But it was Bonaire who had majority of the chances. St. Maarten though did also create some of their own. They looked dangerous. That chance from Fontenelle, you really thought he should have scored. And then yeah, Simon blasting a few over the bar. This opportunity from Bernabella was well held by James. And St. Maarten really grew into taking some good set pieces. Demario Nelson, I think, has been their best player. And then Russo, look at this fast strike and the save from Saragossa, keeping it out. And then this was the big moment here for Telf. He was composed and finished it cool as a cucumber. That was the big goal for Bonaire in this half. Bernabella had his chance and it was well saved again by James. And Demario Nelson drawing that foul on Flight for his second yellow and him being sent off. So it's halftime here. Bonaire lead 1-0, but they do trail. They are a man down in that sense. So we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll have second half action for you here at the Atto Bolden Stadium. Don't go anywhere. Well, welcome back here to the Atto Bolden Stadium here in Vancouver, Trinidad and Tobago. It's about to resume here. Match here between Sint Maarten and Bonaire. And it is 1-0. Bonaire lead. A goal from Telft. But Bonaire also had a man sent off in flight. So they're down to 10 men. And Sint Maarten were on the prowl, and they also are making some substitutions. So Stati has come on here for Bonaire, the number 17, as well as the goalkeeper Saragossa has been substituted for Blanken. So we are off. Stati on the field for Bonaire, and he has scored in this tournament already. Simon going for it early on, Fletcher. That's to show you the confidence that he has.
Yeah, he knows his ability and he's really confident with his play style as well. I wouldn't have given him wrong for trying it.
Launched upfield again by Simon. Seems to have dropped into a deeper position because of the introduction of Stati. Almost in a centre-back position there, Simon. Nevertheless, it's Sint Maarten who have a throw. They have to be able to capitalize on this one-man advantage. Good play from Sint Maarten. Fontenelle with a loose touch though, but gets away with it somewhat. Could be problems. Here's St. Jago into Stati. Finds back St. Jago. Will he have a strike? Russo was back doing the defending, but actually Telft, the goal scorer in the first half, was offside.
There we see Stati and St. Jago linking up, trying to construct the shot.
There's a free kick here for Sint Maarten. Nelson, he was really good in that first half as well, and looking for that ball into Pringle, but too much on it. Jamie Blanken, very good goalkeeper as well. He is their first choice goalkeeper. Made some brilliant saves on the opening day against St. Lucia. Notably a point blank range save off of a header. So seems as if Joshua, that coach Jason Lindo, knowing that, you know, his team can't advance again, just giving all the players really a run out today.
Yeah, this is only right, you know, allowing all the players on the bench to get a bit of experience in the competition. You know, get a chance to show their ability on the field.
Well, there's a free kick here for Bonaire. It's Simon who's setting up to take it. Shoots it. Well, what technique from Simon. I tell you what, Joshua, he can generate some power.
Nah, wonderful power at his age exactly, to be real with you there, Liu. Wonderful shot.
Well, had that been on target, might have scored.
James would have a lot on his hands.
Here we go again, Sint Maarten in possession. Russo, lovely skill from him, and he launches it forward, but it's flicked on by Louisa. Not what he would have wanted to do. Could be problems here for Bonaire, but not strike.
I really think he should have took his time there. Nelson should have pushed a bit wider just to give him an option.
Yeah, just kind of dug at it and really didn't pose any threat to Blanken. Here we go again. That one is played out wide, but out of play by Ramazan. Haven't seen too much of him. I mean, he's had little glimpses, but he is a very creative player in that Sint Maarten number 10 role. Would have liked to see a lot more of him in the first half. And here he is though, and again puts it straight out of play. Garcia Enriquez with the throw in there for Bonaire. Simon is calling for it, yeah, so he has definitely dropped back into that centre-back role. definitely has the physique to play centre back. Very strong.
Yeah, he's quite strong, quite stable player.
And here's Nelson trying to shift it onto that left foot. Gets back possession. St. Maarten trying to get back that equalizer. And they turn nicely here. Still battling. Simon though back doing the defensive work. But here's St. Maarten come again. Magloire. And that's a loose touch there from Soliana. And it allows Bonaire to clear. But St. Maarten growing into it now, Joshua.
Yeah, Sint Maarten really trying to get something going. They're working on their build-up. They're pulling together a few passes. I think they're just missing that final product, that ball into the third.
That one is out for a throw, so St. Maarten still on the front foot in this passage of play. Flicked on nicely, and this could be a big opportunity here, and again, Pringle not getting the contact that he wanted.
I think Pringle took a bit too long. Should have took it one time.
He was closed down well by the Bonaire defense though.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there.
Well, after some heavy rains about an hour ago, it's back to nice sunshine and just enough to give us that Caribbean feel. Only fitting that it is the CFU Under 14 Challenge Series, the Caribbean Football Union. Lovely initiative by them to allow these young men to all come together here in Trinidad and Tobago, utilize the lovely facilities that we have as well, and play some high quality football. I'm sure you've been entertained this week so far.
Yeah, really good quality players from all teams. A lot of talent, a lot of talent recognized as well. I think this competition really allowed basically development and showcase a lot of talent in the Caribbean.
I'm sure that would have been the intention of the CFU as we try to revitalize and grow football and sport as a whole here in the Caribbean. There is a throw in here for St. Maarten. Remember, they still do trail. It was Telft with the goal for Bonaire in the first half. A well-taken finish. And Vout is fouled there on the far side. Referee wasn't quite ready for Simon to take that one. It was actually in the wrong position. This was the goal there. Beautiful composure from Telft, and took it with his left foot and slotted it home perfectly.
Yeah, it seemed a bit like he's accustomed doing that.
Sure he is. Here's the man who assisted him launching that one up, looking for another assist. Stati battling up there. And, well, Stati is that kind of striker. He's very good in the air. So we might see a lot more cross balls. And that's a foul. He himself has a very strong physique and is able to battle well with defenders. Well, here's Pringle. Slips it into Nelson. Simon is on the prowl. Look at that for defending.
Liu Simon's range of passing for his age is just crazy. What a gifted player.
Surely. Oh, here they go again. St. Maarten. Magloire into Marlin. And he's offside. That was a decent chance there for St. Maarten. I think he should have held his run there, Marlin. And it is a substitution though for the very St. Maarten. And it is George who is going to be introduced, and Joshua Hughes Pringle who's making way. Pringle did have his chances,
Player number 8 in,
but was unable to convert any of them, and that's the end of his afternoon and, well, the end of his tournament as well. Simon launches that one upfield. What a kick. And Stati flicks it on, and that's the aerial ability he has. Santiago trying to find him back, but couldn't find the number 17.
Yeah, I just believe he had a bit more time on the ball just to get a better pass off.
Well, there's another free kick here for Sint Maarten. Referee once again isn't ready for it. Once again, it's Nelson standing over it. And they have to find that goal. They'll feel that they could win this. Simon once again launching that up, and well, Stati is pursuing it and gets there. Let's see what he could produce. Pulls it up nicely, but can't find a teammate. Here's Telft. Into Stati, who also tried to play it one time, but pass was inaccurate. Bit messy there from Sint Maarten, and they give possession back, but Enriquez plays it into nowhere.
I think the problem with the Sint Maarten team, they're not taking their time on the ball. They're giving away too much of passes, or too much loose balls are coming from that team. They need to take their time, be a bit patient, build up the football a bit.
Yep. And a goal kick for Sint Maarten. It's Fontenelle who's gonna take it. Remember, he did have that big chance in the first half.
Yeah, I remember.
Plays it out wide into Soliana. Gives it away very cheaply. Didn't need to do that there, did he? Here's Telft, who also gives it away. And Sint Maarten now could move forward. Nelson launches that one, and that's some good pace as well. But Louisa read it and dealt with it accordingly. Was the substitute George, who was trying to get on the end of that pass from his teammate. Here's Nelson on that left foot of his, has a strike, but it's blocked. And Santiago trying one of his own. Russo's in space. Oh, and that's deflected out. And Vout was on the rebound. Good defending from the number 2.
There we see again trying to create space, and we see Russo with the shot. Wow, not a bad shot at all. But great save, great reflexes to get down there quickly.
Soliana skies that one, and it's easily cleared away by Santiago. Here's the substitute George, who gives it away as well. Telft looks up, trying to find that ball into Stati. But it's good defending by Sint Maarten. Soliana messed on the ball a little bit. Bernabella just couldn't get back to the ball. Into the 48th minute of action here. Just to remind you, Bonaire are down to 10 men. Vlight being sent off in the first half after receiving a second yellow card for a challenge on Nelson.
Bonaire with the show.
Fontenelle launches that one right into the feet of Telft. Santiago. Good ball into Stati, who lays it off beautifully. But Fontenelle makes amends. Good defending. Santiago trying to beat him, but he stands tall. Really has had a good game, Fontenelle.
Yeah, he has been putting in a great shift in the back line there. Really holding together the back four, limiting the chances of Bonaire.
For sure. Well, over on the near side, off of your screen, well, now we're seeing it, is I believe it's the Bonaire player, it's Chatlin who's getting some treatment there. And as that happens, it's also Bonaire who are looking to make a change. It's going to be Arrow, the number 9, who's going to be introduced. Might even be introduced for Chat Lane. Yeah, it looks like Chat Lane is limping off, and that substitution will be made. Well, Arrow thought he could have gone on, but referee says you have to wait until the signal is shown. Here's Bonabella, stuck under his feet and out for a goal kick. So it does look as if the substitution is going to be made now. Yep, referee signals for it, and it is Arrow who has come on for the injured Chat Lane.
Bonaire, player number 18 out, player number 9 in.
Well, down to 10 men, Joshua, but they don't look it. They still look very competent to probably even get another goal.
Yeah, they haven't looked at a disadvantage at all. Still playing the better football at times. Still very strong on the ball.
And here's Louisa, and again, you do think they maybe could have kept possession by probably going back to the goalkeeper.
Yeah, yes, there are some instances where they could have kept possession. But I guess they want to be sure, ensure that no danger is there.
Foul there in favor of Bonaire. So a free kick in the 51st minute of action. It is Bonaire versus Sint Maarten in this final match of Group C in Tier 2 of the CFU 2024 Boys Under 14 Challenge Series. Just to remind you again that none of these teams playing here in this match can qualify for the semi-finals. It's Group C. Bermuda are on top, Grenada second, St. Lucia third, Bonaire in fourth, and St. Maarten in fifth. Ooh, that was well dealt with in the end by Aidan James. Yeah, but playing for bragging rights, really. And just to remind you of the format of the tournament is that the three groups in Tier 2, it's the winners of each group that advance to the semi-finals along with the best second place finisher. So those are the four teams that will play in the semi-finals. But it is St. Maarten who are going to make a substitution now. And it's the number 7 Soliana who has come off, and it is Ruiz who comes into play, and then Shane Geisen has also entered into the fray for St. Maarten. So freshening up the scene a little bit there, Joshua, as they need that goal.
Yeah, I also think a bit of fresh legs will help the team. It has been a long game so far, but fatigue starting to settle in some of the players.
So goal kick there for St. Maarten, and we'll see if these substitutes can have any impact on this game. Russo, he's had some good chances in this game as well. Simon there back doing defensive duties. Here's Bonabella driving down that left-hand side. Oh, and he's still going. It's good work from Bonabella. Can he get it across? He does to Arrow. What a save from James Arrow again. And that one sails over. Excellent goalkeeping from Aidan James.
Great reflexes from Aidan James. Really had to stand his ground there. Not a bad attempt from the substitute coming on.
Second one just flying over the crossbar. So as we said, Bonaire down to 10 men, but still looking to be very threatening. There's Bonabella into Simon. Oh, look at him go. And we've seen him drive all day, and he's still going here. Simon looking for a goal of his own. Simon cuts onto the right foot, but that's deflected and pretty anticlimactic at the end there.
And that's a bad run there from Simon. Really confident.
Well, I know it's very early, Joshua, about 16 minutes remaining, but still want to ask you who so far you think has been the standout player in this one?
Well, thus far it has to be Simon. I think he's a very intelligent player, really quality, lovely assist for the only goal of the game thus far.
I have to agree with you there. Here's Jago for Bonaire. They're looking for their second goal. He has a strike. And that one is easy for Aiden James. The kind of form he's in, you have to come up very special.
Yeah, we see the strike again. Great hands by Aiden James. Easy save, routine save.
Well, player down on the ground here for Bonaire. I think it's Louisa, the centre back, who has been grounded here, and he will be receiving treatment. I'm not sure exactly what the infringement was, but can you see Sint Maarten getting a goal back in this one?
Yeah, anything is possible in this game of football. I think they just need to be more clinical in front of the post. They have a few chances because Bonaire is still dominant with possession, and they are still providing a lot of pressure on their end. But I think when they get their chances, they really need to do a better job at being more clinical in front of the goal, and just all in all taking better chances. That's all I can really say about it there.
Yeah, well said. And well, Louisa is actually may have a nosebleed or something. See him holding something by his face, but seems to be okay. He's walking off, and play will resume very shortly. And earlier on, of course, it was St. Lucia who took on Grenada, and what an exciting game that was here at the Attobolden Stadium. It ended 2-2, both teams sharing the spoils, but definitely some brilliant goals. We saw a corner being scored, a lovely flick and scissors kick goal, and you could check it all out on YouTube. It's there. And if you are following the tournament as well, check out on Instagram the CFU page on Instagram. They've been posting all of the scores and the tables and everything, so you could definitely check them out and give them a follow to keep track of the tournament as it enters the latter stages, the excitement times. Tomorrow there's the last round of games for the Group B Tier 1 teams. That's the group with French Guiana, Curacao, Puerto Rico, and Sint Maarten. But that's played over by Simon, and Stati couldn't get on the end. Of course, the semi-finals will be played on Friday, and then the huge finals on Sunday in Tobago at the Dwight York Stadium. Here's Russo. Sint Maarten need a goal. Playing well, but they still trail. Magloire. Russo. It's fouled there by substitute Arrow.
Yeah, there we see the challenge on Russo. Just a nip on the heels. You know, Russo is not a bad player at all. Has the ability to use both feet, really commands the midfield. Really quality player.
And there he is rolling around on the ground. I think he's saying that one of the players might have stepped on his foot. But nevertheless, nothing doing there. So it is a throw-in for Bonaire. 58 minutes gone out, 12 remaining. And Bonaire still lead despite having the one-man disadvantage. They have the goal advantage, and that's what matters. Here's Magloire, good ball. Oh, and it just was ahead of Marlin. Here's Simon on one of those impressive runs, and a nice ball into Stati. But guess who's back there, Joshua? It's Fontenelle.
I think Fontenelle is having a really good game. He's everywhere in that back line. Just breaking up the passes. Just preventing the attacking force of Bonaire. from getting anything going, to be honest.
Well, they were awarded with a corner, and it is going to be Bernabella who is stepping up to take it for Bonaire. Can they double their lead? How interesting would that be? My referee is not happy with something happening here. He's talking to Stati and Russo. And he seems to have cleared it up, so he should get on with this. Oh, actually, he hasn't. No, he has. And it is a corner kick for Bonaire. Swung in by Bernabella, and good handling from Aidan James. Tries to launch an attack. Good control there from Marlin. Vout kicks that one straight out of play.
I think the likes of James and Fontanelli really kept the scoreline at bay. Both of them have been having a really good game today.
Absolutely. His Vout misses his clearance but gets the second one right. And it's a throw-in for Sint Maarten. It's time for them to start putting their foot on the pedal. They have 10 minutes of normal time remaining to find a goal and get themselves back in this one. Cleared away by Vout. Another throw in here for Sint Maarten. They are readying more substitutions. So Jason Lindo definitely trying to chase this game here, Joshua. He needs to.
Yeah, I just think the Sint Maarten momentum dipped a little bit. A few fresh legs can help, revamp that team, get something going in the last 10 minutes of the game.
Strike comes in from Nelson and just wide. Did hit it nicely, but it lacked the accuracy.
Yeah, he got good contact on that.
So here are the substitutions that we were just talking about. So it's Zidane Brown who is going to be coming on for Russo. Had a good game, did Sebastian Russo in the midfield for Sint Maarten. As well as Pantoflet is coming on for Naeem Mills, the number 19. Will be making way for the number 2. And finally, it's going to be Nico Vigas who will replace Jahir Marlin. So more fresh legs in this Sint Maarten team as they chase this game, trailing 1-0. And it's been a brave performance as well, Joshua, in the sense that from Bonaire, they haven't really parked the bus, even though they've gone down to 10 men. They've still played the attacking football that they were accustomed to.
Yeah, Leo, that shows the confidence of the team. They know they can get more goals going, and they kind of show that in the second half. They know they have a lot of chances going, but as I said, the Sint Maarten defense has been doing a good job. But this Bonaire team is something special.
Yeah. Well, when you have a player like Simon who could just drop into a centre-back position from strike and play it well, yeah, you're a lucky team.
Yeah, he's quite a versatile player. Really shows his quality in the attacking sense and defensively, as we can see here.
Well, here's Bonaire now. It's their turn to try and score a goal. Bernabella takes it down nicely. Captain of the Bonaire team. Here's Telf, the goal scorer. Finds back his captain. Can he find a goal? Lovely skill from Bernabella, and he's still going. Has a strike as well. James spills it, but gets it on the second attempt. Simon into Enriquez, launches it forward. And Sint Maarten now with possession. But that's a poor pass, and St. Jago intercepts, and here's Bernabella. He has a strike. Well, he had options, but went for glory himself.
Yeah, that was a bit greedy there, as he had a striker approaching, and no one is covering him. Could have given the ball.
got away with one there. I think Sint Maarten, I would have definitely played it out wide if I was Bonabella.
Yeah, but it's late in the game, you know. They really want glory, trying to get a goal for themselves. It's understandable.
6 minutes remain. Sint Maarten need a goal. It's as simple as that. Ruiz. Good battling there by Geeson, the substitute who just came on. Here he is again, number 14. Good skill from him. And he finds a ball through, but Vout is well positioned. And who else but Simon is back to clear. Can they find that equalizer? If they find it anytime soon, it really will set up an exciting ending to this one. That's good passing from Sint Maarten. Lovely. Here's Geeson. Plays the 1-2. Oof. Sliding effort there by Ruiz. And it allows Bonaire to now launch that ball forward. Aidan James gathered it very easily. Here's Nelson. He has been the main threat for Sint Maarten today. Can't find the killer pass there. And now Bonaire can counter-attack. Telft into St. Jago. Telft again. Pass is intercepted by Fontenelle. Nelson plays a nice ball there into Geeson. And it's offside. So frustration there for Sint Maarten.
Yeah, some of the Sint Maarten attacking players just asking how I am offside. I don't understand.
I think it was actually Vigors who was offside, not Geeson. My mistake. Bonaire will be well pleased with this scoreline at the moment. They thought that when Vliet was sent off, one of their main centre-backs, they thought they might have been in some problems, but it's been pretty routine in the second half so far.
You know, Leo, I think they are one of them still, Bonaire.
Well, I'll hold you to that. Here they go again, Sint Maarten. Still looking for that equalizer. Remember, they haven't yet won in this tournament, so they want a victory. And they have a throw in here. George, second half substitute, is going to take it. It's getting closer and closer to the 70th minute. Flicked on by Louisa, and he does well to recover. So another throw in for Sint Maarten. They need to use this pressure and front foot position that they have to capitalize and try and get back in this one. Launched in and couldn't control it there. I think it was Nelson. Just couldn't take it on his chest.
Nelson, he had a great game. Well, he's having a great game so far. Just he didn't really get the final product. Still looking, still trying. Player with a lot of quality, a lot of potential. We can really see the likes of him in the future.
Yeah, for sure. That's a good left foot. Left foot players are always key assets to have in your team. And somehow, no disrespect to any right footers out there, but they tend to be the better players, the left footers.
Yeah, they tend to have that edge over the right foot players.
Simon launches it forward once again. Oh, good stuff from Fontenelle, but he might find himself in some trouble and does. Commits a foul on Arrow. Maybe try to be a bit too composed in that situation. That was one where he may needed to have just done some no-nonsense defending. And he has injured himself in the process, but physio sent back. Probably just an issue of cramp.
Yeah, he has been running all game. See, trying to help him back up on his feet, and he's on his feet again.
Yeah, and he'll be able to stay on the pitch as well. Didn't need the attention from the physio. It is a free kick for Bonaire, so Fontenelle is going to have to switch back on. He has some defending to do. And Aidan James is going to have to switch on because it's Simon standing over the free kick. Doesn't matter how far out it is, it's always a threat. And they are making a substitution late on here are Bonaire. It is the number 6, Jamir St. Jago, who is coming on for Stati, who did come on as a second half substitute, so he's being withdrawn. And 2 minutes of added on time in this one as Bonaire prepare for this free kick. So Jamir St. Jago will get 2 minutes.
Left in this game.
Simon strikes it again wide. Yeah, I think maybe he should probably try to give somebody else an opportunity at some point.
Yeah, I think it's a bit predictable that the Sint Maarten team will know he'll be taking all the shots. Not so.
And here's Vout battling, and
For this game,
ball is
we have
stolen
a
away from him.
player
Good recovery from Louisa. Here's Bunabella.
and our player
St. Martin still train, lovely ball through to Telft. But he was offside anyway. Aidan James was quickly off his line as well. Not much time for St. Martin, so we've just gotten word that it seems as if the player of the match has been announced as
correction, player number 18, Aidan James.
Aidan James has been named as
18.
man of the match.
Yeah, well, he has had an outstanding game. Really kept the score line down for the St. Martin team. Great saves, great reflexes.
We ask that you
And as I said, he's just a substitute keeper for St. Martin. That shows the quality that they have on the bench.
We ask that you remain on the pitch
Here's
for your presentation.
Bonaire trying to maybe look for a second just to seal the deal, but I do think this one
Thank you.
is done and dusted, as that one frustrating for St. Martin. So Enriquez will be in no rush to run down that ball. But your thoughts on the game, Joshua?
Great game from both teams. Bonaire and St. Maarten both trying to play for a bit of pride, glory. But Bonaire really came out on top as the better team. They had more chances, played a bit better in terms of, being more structured, picking their passes, as well as being a bit more clinical in front of the goal. St. Maarten played a lovely game as well. Just they didn't really get that end product they wanted. But needless to say, great game from both teams.
There's Bunabella. Can Bonaire find a second one late on in the second half? It's a substitute St. Jago, but Fontenelle, as he has been all afternoon long, has done brilliantly. And you do sense that may be the last bit of action in this one. Referee did take a glance at his watch, and any minute now should be full time, and Bonaire should have 3 points. Simon whips it in, and yeah, that's the final whistle. So Bonaire have indeed ended their campaign with a victory over St. Martin. St. Martin disappointed with their performance. You could see long faces from them, but nevertheless it was a valiant performance. They did have the one-man advantage, Joshua, but just weren't able to capitalize on it.
Yeah, but Bonaire came out and played a really good game. St. Maarten should have done a better job taking advantage of this one-man advantage they had. I guess they'll be a bit upset with themselves knowing that they could have done a better job. But needed to say that great game from both teams. A lot of bravery, a lot of heart on the field. It's kind of sad to see how these teams exiting the tournament so early, as they have a lot of quality players.
Any improvements you think, St. Maarten? What could they have done better today?
I think the midfield need to be a bit more present. The striker need to be a bit more clinical in front of the post. Too much. They had a few shots, but it needed to hit the back of the net. But other than that, they had a good performance. Defensive-wise, a great performance. Great job from their keeper, Aiden James. He really held them down today. Really prevented the game from going out of their hands. Lovely game.
Yeah, I have to say the same. Of course, it was the 33rd minute goal from Telft, which has seen Bonaire with a big victory here over St. Maarten. I guess you could say they have the bragging rights at the end of it all. But yeah, wait to see some of the highlights of this one. There were some moments for both teams, as we see here. That was the chance there for St. Jago, but great finish. I wish he was onside for his sake, but unfortunately for him didn't count. And then we saw a lot of Simon. This was in the first half when he was actually in the attacking positions. Big chance, good save, James. And then Telft as well was a big threat down the right-hand side. That chance again saved by Aiden James. Really did have a good game. You could understand why he's been named man of the match. And Russo as well with some efforts from long range. This one on target and saved well by Saragossa, who was eventually substituted. And then this was the defining moment of the match. Telft in on goal and finished it like a seasoned finisher. And that's really what won them the game. Bernabella as well had a big chance, but James was unpassable almost. And that was the moment when Vlight was sent off, second yellow card, and saw red and had to walk. Big chances as well for Pringle, even got into some good positions. St. Jago and Magloire as well. Russo really does have a shot on him, but wasn't able to breach the gates. And then this one, another huge save from Aiden James off of Arrow, the second half substitute. Again, keeping it at 1. And again, Aiden James was just having the match of his life. So it ends here, Joshua, 1-0 between Bonaire and St. Maarten. It has been an absolute pleasure being with you. It's me, Liu Chen, and on behalf of myself, Joshua Fletcher, and the entire broadcasting team, we do thank you for viewing with us, and we hope to see you for more action tomorrow. Do have a good afternoon.
Sixth, the official ground transportation provider for the 2024 CFU Boys Under 14 Challenge Series coordinators hosted in Trinidad and Tobago. And a special thanks to our partners, the Ministry of Sport and Community Development, Sport TT, I Choose Sport, Powerade, Subway, and Stream Blue. Scan the QR code now to win special merchandise packages. Prizes include a Sport TT notepad, a cap, a keychain, or a drawstring Visit Trinidad bag, a water bottle, and a microfiber towel, or a I Choose Sport t-shirt, pencil case, and a phone popper. Scan the QR code now to win special merchandise packages.
It doesn't matter if you speak English, or if your native tongue is French, Spanish, or Dutch. It doesn't matter if you are male or female, young or young at heart. We in the Caribbean Football Union speak the same language. Football.
Football.
Football. Football.
Football.
And we speak with one voice.
With Flow Business's new smart solutions, powered by super fast, reliable broadband, you'll feel like there are more versions of you working for you. From website design, development, and digital marketing to promote your business, 24/7 business class support to cloud solutions, security, and more. Multiply your growth today.
Subway series presents the Italianos. 3 new subs made with an Italian flair. Say ciao to the zesty hotshot Italiano, the tastier than ever ultimate BMT, or go all in with the boss. Each served with a free 16-ounce drink. Elevate your game at Subway.
Bob, I know it's dangerous. But you're the only one who can unite the people.
You ready, Bob? No guns can stop this message. I want the world to change. And that time is now.
This is my message to you.